Good morning, everybody. Today, we're going to learn how to make a turkey. A wonderful, delicious turkey. For the first time in your lives, you're going to learn how to make it right. People sometimes complain about the turkey. Oh, it's too dry, it's too this. You're going to learn how to make the perfect turkey. Turkey, by the way, how do we say turkey in Hebrew? You were all taught in school, Tarnagol Hoden. Use that word, use those words in Israel, and they will laugh at you. They will heap scorn and ridicule upon you, because in Israel, everyone just calls it turkey. Anyway, this is a turkey. It weighs 6.17 kilograms, which works out to 13 and a half pounds. Keep that in mind, because we're going to be discussing cooking times a little bit later. You take your turkey. You walk over to the sink. You take a knife, and you cut it out of the plastic. This turkey comes to us from J&R, our good friends the Nemes family, housed in the now reopened Cavendish Mall. You take it out, plop it into a clean sink, take off the next plastic, again, using a knife. Try not to kill yourselves. Clean as you go. Just a tip for cooking in general. Don't wait to the end. Cook and clean as you go. Turn on the water. You want to wash off the turkey. You want to clean it. First you reach deep inside the turkey. Sometimes there's a neck there. Sometimes there's not. Most often there is. This one for some reason does not have a neck. Anyway, here's your turkey. You rinse it in and out. You let the water go up. Let's rinse it again. Say hello to the turkey, everybody. Put it in the pan. Wash your hands a little bit. Can't hurt. Turn off the water, especially when filming, because we don't want background noise. Now, the most important part of the cooking process of the turkey is getting to know your turkey. Because cooking, ultimately, is an act of love. So you pick up your turkey, and you talk to your turkey.
You can even dance with your turkey. Oh, how we danced on the night we were wed. If you're a little younger, twist again, like we do. Does anyone enjoy the dancing? Maybe not. Ooh. If you're raised on TikTok, by the way, oh, you can really dance. Oh, you can really dance. He went boom, boom, boom. What a coincidence. We've both been dancing all this time, but what a coincidence!
All right, you plop your turkey down. Now, Jewish women love to complain. You know, it's just part of the process of living. So, one of the things they love to complain about is how dry the turkey is. And there's a simple solution to this dryness. It's a multifaceted, multi-stage process to solve the crisis of the too dry turkey. First, you take oil. You can use any kind of oil. This is Mazola corn oil. You can use sunflower oil. You can use canola oil. You can use vegetable oil. Because remember, the turkey doesn't know the difference. So, it's not about the quality of the oil, it's about the quantity. So you're all worried about it being too dry. Slather it in oil. They'll say, oh my God, he put on so much oil. But I'm going to put on even more. Put on a lot of oil. You take the oil, this is very helpful for basting later, and you massage the turkey. You massage the turkey. You work in the oil. The turkey's much happier now. The turkey has been treated with love and affection and kindness. And you have slathered it in oil, which begins to solve the crisis of the too dry turkey. But now your hands are disgusting, so you have to wash them again. Open the faucet with your elbow. Spritz a little soap to get rid of the oil because it's gross. And because then we're going to have to do this again very soon with something else. A shocking ingredient. This piece of information will change the course of your lives in ways that you could never imagine possible. After you've put on a bunch of oil, you take something we call creamy Dijon or Dijonnaise, depending what brand you're buying. Very tasty and very good for a turkey. You take it and you put some on. And you people are yelling, Oh my God, it's too much. No, au contraire, it's not even enough. A huge amount. You take it, you take your newly cleaned hands and dirty them again. And again, you slather it in this Dijonnaise mustard, which is a combination of Dijon mustard and mayonnaise, if I remember correctly. Put it everywhere. You put it on everywhere you can imagine. The turkey loves this. And now you have a turkey that has been treated to oil, Dijonnaise, and now as soon as I wash my hands, we're going to move on to the spicing part of our production in just a moment. Hygiene is important. Also, nobody wants hands that smell of Dijonnaise. Then we do the spices. Very exciting process. We're going to use 4 spices: salt, pepper, onion powder, and paprika. The way to remember that is S-P-O-P. Salt, pepper, onion powder, paprika. You take salt. And again, you're all going to yell, too much. There's never enough. Most of it comes off of the basting anyway. Don't be shy. The legs, the wing. That's the salt. Pepper. Lieber's pepper. The finest pepper money can buy. Covered in pepper. Onion powder. You can't see it when it goes on, but you have to trust. Oh, you can't see it. Look at that. It's like snowflakes in winter. Onion powder. And now for paprika. You Hungarians out there love this stuff. You eat it for breakfast, you use it as toothpaste. And that's the whole thing. That's all you've done. Oil, Dijonnaise, salt, pepper, onion powder, and paprika. Now, I'm going to cover it in aluminum foil and put it in the oven. I, by the way, have already preheated the oven to 350 degrees. Because it's a 13.5-pound turkey, I'm going to cook it for 2.5 hours covered, an hour uncovered. During the uncovered hour, you baste every 15 minutes. When you first uncover it, every 15 minutes after that, and when you take it out upon completion. So, if I was cooking a 10-pound turkey, I would do 2 hours covered, 1 hour uncovered. If I was doing a 17 or 16-pound turkey, I would do 3 hours covered and an hour uncovered. So, that's the range. This is a 13.5-pound turkey, so I'm going to do it 2.5 covered and an hour uncovered.
Cover it very tightly. You want to create a hermetic seal.
I'm going to say goodbye to this turkey. I'm going to cook it for 2.5 hours covered, and then we will begin the basting. So, take a short break, take a nap, watch TikTok, do whatever it is you do, and in a couple hours I'll be back to do a basting demonstration, which is probably unnecessary, yet possibly entertaining.
See you soon. Bye, turkey. Stay well.
So, it's 2.5 hours later. Our beloved turkey has been roasting in the oven. Yes, for 2.5 hours. Just to review cooking times. Turkey we made was 13.5 pounds. If it was a smaller turkey, say 10-pound turkey, I would have cooked it for 2 hours and then another hour uncovered as we're about to do. If it was a bigger one, like 16 pounds, I would have cooked it for 3 hours and then the hour at the end. So no matter how long you're going to cook it covered, there's always an extra hour at the end for the process that we will now undertake called the basting. First thing you need to do before you take out your oven is get your mitts. mitts are vitally important because as much as we love the turkey, not worth having burnt and mangled hands. So use your oven mitts. Next thing you need is a baster, hence the baster. Now you can tell this is a baster because if it wasn't a baster, it couldn't do this. This is your baster. We will now proceed to the oven.
You've taken the turkey out. Why do you do that? Close your oven door. This way it maintains the heat of the oven and also doesn't burn you. Take off the aluminum foil carefully. You may need it later.
Revealing a beautiful sight, a spectacle of wonderment, the turkey. Now, we're going to baste it. I'm only going to show you this once, but actually we're going to do it 5 times. At the beginning of the last hour, 15 minutes in, 30 minutes in, 45 minutes in, and at the end of the hour again. Take your baster. And because we put an ample supply of oil at the beginning, we have an ample supply of oil and mixed with other liquids at the bottom of the pan to baste with. So, take the baster. And you do this. Why you need to watch me do this? Not so clear, because you probably know how to do it. But it's so entertaining. You do this, I do this 20 times. It's probably way more than necessary, but I love doing it. And as you notice, when you do it, you're also removing the crusty spices which are formed because we put on so much of them when we put it into the oven. So, baste. This is basting. The turkey loves it. The turkeys are usually quite grateful for this because they've been sitting in a hot oven for 2.5 hours and now they get to have a little shower. And as you can see, the gratitude pulsating from this turkey. We baste. Basting is vitally important. Remember, the turkey has been heated and therefore its pores have opened, desperate to accept liquid, which will ensure that your turkey, instead of being dry, is the opposite of dry. I don't like using the word that a lot of people use when they describe a turkey that's not dry. It's a word that I find offensive, so I don't use it. I'm not sure why. It may be a psychological problem I have, but the word just sounds weird to me. So I don't use the word. I just use the word, it's not dry. The other word, as you may have guessed, begins with an M and ends with a T. I don't like the word. I don't use it. It's a little gross. So for all you people out there who for years have been struggling, oh, my turkey's too dry, and you flip it on its side, you put it in a bag, all these silly things people do are completely unnecessary. It's dry, so put liquid on it. It's a very simple solution. All right, the turkey's been sufficiently basted. We open the oven door. Whoa, that's hot. We put our oven mitts back on. And just a tip, no matter how strong your aluminum pan is or your roasting pan, it's always good to hold from the bottom.
Then we slide it back into the oven.
And again, we're going to repeat this 4 more times every 15 minutes to the end of the hour. And at the end of the hour, you'll have a perfect turkey. And then you will be able, after you let it cool off, for a reasonable amount of time, an hour or more, you can get to carve your turkey. Unless you want to do it later, closer to the meal, but it's up to you. But I will demonstrate the carving live, actually. So, we'll see you soon.